Good morning, good people. How we doing? How we doing? Today is November 5th, man, and today is the day. Yesterday was the day before the day. Today is the day. We will see who the next president-elect will be. Well, it'll more than likely tomorrow morning we'll know, not for sure, unless it's a landslide. I said this yesterday. Unless it's a landslide, we won't know for sure for maybe a week or so. And if Kamala Harris wins, I'm not even gonna make any bad predictions, but I'll just say the last presidential election, January 6th, said it all. I'll just let January 6th, if you can go back in your memory, 4 years ago, right? Was it January 6, 2021 or 20? Anyways, that said it all. That pretty much said it all. Anyways, so this is what we left off yesterday, man, and we got a little groove going. First of all, if you can see the steam coming from the cup, this is cup number 2. This is cup number 2, and I just poured that up, and I have my Bojangles. I'm not advertising Bojangles, but I just gotta say, I had been fiending. Y'all know I've been on this health thing here for a while. Eating good, and moving, staying in motion. I've been on that for a while, but I have been fiending for some fried chicken for a while as well. Like really, like Jones and like Pookie on New Jack City. I mean, like in the car, like I need me a chicken breast. I need me a fried chicken wing, I was like that yesterday, and I said I'm gonna go and get me that 2-piece, just 2. So I got that, and I was disappointed. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was disappointed. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, but I got it, and I got the water, But that was the first time in a long time I did Bojangles. I did McDonald's not too long ago, and got that chicken Big Mac. Disappointed. The fries stayed in my system for about 3 weeks. But yeah, for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. I feel better. Eating your own food. Just cook. If you can't cook for yourself, try to go somewhere that's not McDonald's or Bojangles and I'm being didactic, but I digress. What about that? It's none of my business. Anyways, we're gonna pick it up right here, man. We're going to pick it up right here at Ring Ring. Let me get me a sip of water. A little lubrication. I wonder if Bojangles water is high in trans fats. I hope not. That's corny, I know. Anyways, let me get me a sip. Another sip. Apparently my favorite kid bought me this t-shirt. Which one would that be? If you are a dad or mom with more than 3 kids and they all get you similar birthday gifts and Father's Day gifts and Christmas gifts, you forget really quick. I think this is my youngest son that bought me this shirt because he's the only one in the house. But alright, so let's start off here. Let me get a sip of coffee before I start. Ring ring, I got it, said Sonia from the bathroom. With every ring, the girl's anticipation grew. Soon, she cut short a grooming session and scurried away from the bathroom mirror to her room. Hello? She answered. Hey girl, what you doing? Asked the person on the other end. Who's this? Asked Sonia. Girl, quit playing. You know who this is. Oh, it's just you. Ooh, okay. A lot of burping going on, y'all. Apologize. Whew, let me breathe and take it back to the top. Hold on. A little bit of burping, a little gas in my chest. Ring ring, I got it, said Sonia from the bathroom. With every ring, the girl's anticipation grew. Soon, she cut short a grooming session and scurried away from the bathroom mirror to her room. Hello? she answered. Hey girl, what you doing? Asked the person on the other end. Who this? Oh, wait a minute. Who's this? Who this? I'm trying to get into the dialogue a little bit more these days, because I realize that when people read this, they really want to hear how the people sound. Who this? Asked Sonia. At the same time, I gotta remember that. I gotta remember how she's speaking. And it'll be jumbled up, I'm sure. But in the end, I'll fix it. It'll get fixed in the end. Girl, quit playing. You know who this is. She gotta say this too. You know who this is. Yeah. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's just you. You sound different, Sonia said. What do you mean I sound different? Lily replied. You just sound old, that's all. What? What you trying to say? Said Lily. I'm just saying you sound different. Anyways, I'm just calling, and this is gonna switch from calling to calling. It depends on how it sounds, how it fits. Anyways, I'm just calling to ask you if I could borrow $10 until my good for nothing my good for nothing dad sends me money. For what? Sonia asked. Dang girl, you don't have to get all loud. I don't want your mom to hear. You know how nosy she is. Why do you need money this time, Lil? She asked. I need to get Suge something for his birthday. Birthday? Why are you waiting until now? The party's today. Look, I didn't wait. I already have something, but it's cheap. Well, what is it? A pocket watch from Walmart. It was only $30. 30? That's kind of, yeah, that's good. The girl laughed. What's wrong with that? Asked Sonia. Nothing. It's just cheap, that's all. And it looks cheap. What do you mean it looks cheap? It's from Walmart, right? It looks like it might only last a year. And stop talking so loud. You know your mom got them country ears like a deer? Lil, for a $30 watch, a year is a long time. As a matter of fact, my dad's watch didn't even last a year, and I paid $40 for it. All right, I get what you're saying. What about $9? Lily, you know if I could, I would, but I can't. Not right now. Why not? Well, because... Sonia paused to think of a believable excuse. Hold on, my mom's calling. She lied. Hold on, my mama's calling. My mama's calling. My mom's calling. Oh, we'll just leave it there. We'll leave it at mom's. My mom's calling. Before Lily could respond, Sonia's loud yell came through the cell phone, causing the girl to jerk it away from her ear. Huh? I want to distinguish that she's yelling. Yeah, that'll work. Huh? She heard from the other end. Stalling for time while recollecting the last time. Stalling for time while recollecting the last, recollecting, what about remembering? Stalling for time while remembering the last time money was loaned to the smooth-talking New Jerseyan. Let me see. I want to see the pronunciation for New Jerseyan. New Jerseyan. Yeah, that's right. New Jersey, yeah, that's right. It's not. I wanted to see what it sounded like, but it's not. But it's written New Jersey, and so we'll go with that. New Jerseyan. She recalled, stalling for time while remembering the last time money was loaned to the smooth-talking New Jerseyan. She recalled it had taken 3 months before it was repaid, and that was only after throwing hint after hint about the $5 nearly every day. She decided to bail from the conversation altogether. Coming back on with an aggravated tone, she said, "Look, girl, I gotta go. This crazy woman is complaining about the bathroom being a mess. We'll talk about it later." Meanwhile, Mrs. Wallace was standing by, listening to her mischievous daughter tell a bold-faced lie. Giving a shameful grin as memories of her own childhood floated by, she could only shake her head in embarrassment as she commented in passing, "Girl, you know it don't pay to be so doggone conniving. You need to learn how to say no." Back at the pond with Neo floats bobbing on the water. How can I fix that a little bit? What do you call those things? Hold on, I'll be back. Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to figure out. This is, bobbers. Okay. They call them floats, they call them bobbers. I'm gonna go with bobbers. Bobbers sound better. Plus it gives you a visual. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna call them bobbers. Okay. Alright. Back at the pond with neon bobbers. Neon bobbers bobbing on the water. What about neon bobbers floating on the water? There you go. Back at the pond with neon bobbers floating on the water, Jacob had been explaining to his father why the family had a need for a dog. Begging for a puppy had been a constant thing with Jacob for nearly a month. His pleas were the same every time. Occasionally, he would add on a few more good reasons to why they absolutely had to have a dog, but for the most part, his reasons stayed the usual. "Daddy, if we had a dog, we wouldn't have to throw away all of our scrap chicken bones and grits and stuff. If we had a dog, we could just give it to him." He paused, meaning Mr. Wallace was pretending. Oh, meanwhile. Meanwhile, Mr. Wallace was pretending not to hear his son. Another good reason is for protection, he said with exuberance. If someone tried to break in with a gun, a good dog would bark to warn us. Yeah, that's right. A good dog would bark and do all kinds of tricks and everything good dogs do, like bite people. Bite people? Now see, that's exactly why we don't need a dog. You want me and your mom to have to go to court and have to pay out money. Besides, they just don't make good dogs like when I was a little boy, said Henry. Shoot, when I was young, we had a dog named Champ. Old Champ could find a hog in the rain, sleet, or snow. Whenever your granddaddy's pigs, no, that's not right. Whenever your granddaddy's pigs rutted underneath the fence, Champ would come and tell us, kind of like he knew what was going on. He was a smart dog, old Champ. Me and your Uncle Bubba would put on our boots and get in them woods like two professional trackers on the hunt. Shucks, sometimes we let him out on purpose just to see what old Champ was gonna do. That should be one sentence. Shucks, sometimes we let him out on purpose. Just to see what old Champ was gonna do, and to have a little fun. Know what I mean? Asked Henry. Yeah, I know, said the boy with certainty. He'd heard the story a countless number of times, so much so he'd oftentimes talk along with his father in his head. All I'm saying is, even if there was a big old alligator in this pond, I wouldn't be scared if we had a dog, he said. A good dog would grab that gator by the tail and swing him round and round and throw his stinky gator butt way out in the middle of the water. So, when are we gonna get him? Jacob asked. Get who? Asked Henry while receiving a nibble on his line. The dog, Daddy. Another Champ, Jacob said. I never said nothing about. See, now I want to put the A down. About getting no dog, boy. About getting no dog. I never said nothing about getting no dog, the man said as the one nibble grew into many. I thought I heard you say you were gonna think about it, Jacob continued. Son, if you and your sister keep hearing things, I'm gonna take both of y'all to get your heads checked out. Probably all those cigarettes your mama used to smoke when she was pregnant. I will say this. If you can stop joking around so much, before finishing the sentence, his bright yellow and orange cigar bobber took a deep dive under the dark water. With both hands wrapped firmly around the rod, the man jumped to his feet. After one good jerk, he began reeling in the line, causing the rod to bow. Whatever was on the other end of the line had taken the bait to the bottom of the fishing hole. Man, we got a big one, Jake, he said excitedly. Must be that gator, Daddy. You want me to get the gun ready? Not yet. Let me fight with him some more. The two watched in amazement as the lion, now stretched taut, slashed violently through the water. It shot to the right, then back to the left, then up a little towards them. Wait a minute. I don't think a gator is going to be doing all that. Yeah, I don't think a gator is going to do all that. That sounds like a fish. A fish moves like that. You know, a fish can move, take short cuts and everything like that. A gator, I think a gator would. I never caught a gator, but I think a gator would just take the line and just, you know, do his little spin thing. You know, I don't think that's a gator. But we don't know if it's a gator or a fish, so you know, I could leave this. Could be a big catfish. The two watched in amazement as the line, now stretched tight. Let's just say tight, man. Taut. Come on. I know I could probably use taut, but we're gonna say tight. Slashed violently through the water. It shot to the right, then back to the left, then up a little towards them, then back and to the right. The beast at the bottom of the hole was on the brink of breaking the line. It seemed the wrestling had knocked Henry's straw hat in a way that it covered his eyes. Out of frustration, he jerked his head, causing the big hat to fall to the ground. "Get the gun, son," he said to Jacob. "This ain't no ordinary fish we dealing with." Just as the boy came back with the rifle and bow, the bow and the rod suddenly gave like a catapult. The tip of the pole came shooting up with only 2 feet of line left on it. "What was that?" asked Jacob. "I don't know. Might have been that gator," said Henry as he composed himself. Then, as though the conversation about the dog wasn't interrupted, Jacob said, "Okay, Daddy, I'll start right now." Still breathing hard from the short battle, his father gave a bewildered look. "Say what?" he said, gasping. "What you said about joking around?" "I'll start being serious right now." The father was amazed at the persistence of his 10-year-old son. He just had the fight of his life with some unidentified underwater creature, and his son's mind stayed focused on his wish of one day owning a dog. It was impressive. After the short but strenuous encounter with whatever it was that had taken his bait and hook and most of his line, Henry Wallace picked his hat up, dusted it off, and sat back down on a 5-gallon bucket, smiling to himself, amused by the genius of his son and wondering about whatever it was that had snapped a 100-pound gauge line. He started putting new tackle on. Jacob leaned the rifle against a nearby tree before standing in front of his father with the most serious look on his face. Cocking the big straw hat back, allowing the sun to cascade around the shape of his 10-year-old son, who stood firmly with his arms crossed just in front of his body, just in front of his daddy, just in front of his father. The man looked up and couldn't help but to shake his head while cracking a smile. "So you're going to be serious now?" See, I can leave "going" here, because we don't always speak the same every single time we speak, especially us country folk. We may say "going," we may say "gonna." We may say, he could say, "So you're going Be serious now. You go. Just go. But I'm not gonna write that. That would be a little bit too. That's a little bit too advanced for people who are not from the South. Oh boy. So you're going to be serious now, said Henry, holding back the rumblings of laughter. Holding back chuckles. Holding back chuckles. Yep, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking around for the rest of my life, said Jacob. He'd never seen the boy with such a determined look. The father was realizing just how much his son wanted a dog. Okay then, if you can continue to be as dedicated as you are right now for more than a few days, I'll try to find you a puppy. For real, Daddy? Serious, the boy. For real, Daddy? Serious? The boy said. Daddy, please don't be joking. Not joking. I'm as serious as whatever it was that just took my $3.75 worth of tackle to the bottom of this fishing hole. Not joking. I'm as serious as whatever it was. I'm as serious as whatever it was that just took my $3.75 worth of tackle. When, Daddy? Jacob insisted. Now hold on, son. See, you're already doing too much. I thought we agreed that you would start being a little more serious. I am being serious. I was just joking. I mean, not joking, but just playing around. But not in a jokey kind of way. Playing in a serious way. Like the time you said that you and Mama was just messing around in the room. That time when y'all was bouncing on the bed and Mama was making all kinds of funny noises. Yeah, that's it. I was just... Boy. Boy. I get the point. Henry tried cutting it short, and though a pause did come moments later, Jacob started up again, adding to the elaborate explanation, no longer implicating his parents playing around, thankfully. But the damage had been done, like a leaking battleship inadvertently hit with friendly fire. His father could no longer hold back the subtle chuckles, sinking in an ocean of hilarity, hissing with suppressed laughter, barely able to speak. He added, "Okay, Jake, just quiet down and see if you can't catch a fish or two. I'll be over here putting my rod back together." With the sun still blazing overhead, he pulled down on the front of his big straw hat and opened up the little green tackle box that had been sitting next to the bucket he sat on. "Daddy, am I still going to get a dog?" Jacob asked after only a minute had gone by. The boy was sounding somewhat disappointed. As his father sat there, head down, busy at fixing the rod, he looked up at his son and said, "I have to see how long you can be serious this time." With those words, little Jacob seemed to go into a state of deep thought. His attention went back to the dark water. The tiny sparkling crystals were still there everywhere. Okay. Ooh, boy. It's been 30 minutes, y'all. 30 minutes. We're going to pick it back up in the green tomorrow. I'm really getting a feel of the story now. I'm kind of like there at the fishing hole with them. So that's a good thing. Like I said, we'll pick it back up here tomorrow. It's been 30 minutes. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I encourage you to hit that like button. I encourage you to leave a comment. I encourage you to share this. And I encourage you to anticipate this story getting better and better, because it only can go one place, and that is up. Up. It's been 18 pages now, but the progression is picking up. You can feel the momentum. There's a lot of things coming up, and I just need y'all to stick with me. This is Anthony L. Kelly. Till next time, y'all be blessed. I'm out.